Hi guys, how's it going? So I'm Joe.
And I'm Maisie.
Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Dadcast in Review. I'm Joe.
And I'm Maisie.
And today, last week was, last episode was Boys in the Hood, which we liked. You can check out a link for that in the description. And this week was Maisie's turn to pick a film that I hadn't seen, and Maisie went for
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. So, brief overview of Ready Player One if you haven't seen it. It is about, it's set in the future. It's a world where most people spend their time in the Oasis, which is a virtual reality world. And in this world, you can gain coin, you can buy things, and kind of you can live a different life. You can become whoever you want. I suppose that's the premise of it, isn't it? Yeah. Ultimately, there's the guy who created the Oasis. When he died, he left a game for people to play to win
3 keys.
3 keys, which gives them
$500,000 and them. They own the game.
I think $500 million,
Oh, yeah.
and all of his wealth, and they own the Oasis. They can do what they want. Basically, there's a big company that employs people to try and complete this. They're the bad guys. They want to do bad things with the Oasis. And there's our main character, Wade, who perchance is fascinated by the guy who created the Oasis. But yeah, he is looking, and he ultimately, goes on a quest to find these keys. So that's a brief overview of kind of what it's about. We suggest you go and watch it if you haven't seen it already. And I thought that what we would do is kind of jump into the cast first. So we'll talk about the cast. So we had Ty Sheridan, who played Wade. What did you think of Wade?
I thought he was good. The thing is, you didn't really see a lot of him because it was mostly his avatar.
It was his avatar, yeah. So this is the other thing. Everybody has an avatar, and it's that's playing out. But he did the voice acting for the avatar.
I thought he was good.
He was a poor guy, wasn't he? Didn't really have much. It was a bit of a bottom of the food chain, and he was excitable. He was a little bit forward. Yeah, silly. Yeah, he was a bit silly, wasn't he? But yeah, he played that character well. We had along with him we had Sam, who was played by Olivia Cook. So she was the other main character, I guess, and Wade's love interest as well. What did you think about her character?
I thought she was good.
She had it kind of addressed a little bit about real life versus online, and obviously, so in real life, the character of Sam had a big birthmark over her face, and obviously online she was a very confident kind of biker chick with who was quite well known, I think, wasn't she? She was a bit of a legend, and she didn't want to meet in real life because of how she looked. Yeah. What did you think about that? Do you think that was like an interesting thing? Do you think that's relevant to real life and online?
Yeah, because you don't know who's behind the control, so... I
Yeah.
guess, in a way.
Yeah, like she said. So it also kind of addressed internet safety in that way, didn't it? It kind of talked about... Because he slipped up and gave his real name, which flopped everything. Well done, Wade.
And killed his... killed his aunt.
Spoiler alert, his aunt died because of that. So it kind of did address the fact that you don't know who you're speaking to, even in a world like that where people completely interact online. You don't know who's at the other end. What did his friend say? Like,
it could be a
£300 man from like
in his
Ohio. So I think that's it's good that they kind of addressed that thing. Ty Sheridan, the main character, was also in X-Men. He played Scott's. So there we go. That makes sense. We had Helen H, who was Wade's best friend online, played by Lena Waithe. She's the one who drove the truck and stuff.
She was cool.
Thought she was quite good. What did you think about her character?
It was good and they were funny.
So what was so her character, her avatar was what?
Was like a dude, I guess.
A
like
massive,
a robot.
massive hench robot guy, and in real life she's female, and she was the one that warned Wade, wasn't she, about you don't know who it is you're speaking to, because even though they were best friends online.
And she made the Iron Giant.
Yeah, she made the Iron Giant. So there was a lot of references, Easter eggs, nostalgia. Who did we have in there that you can remember?
Beetlejuice, Harley Quinn.
Batman.
The car from Back to the Future.
Yeah, the DeLorean, of course.
Iron Giant.
Had the Iron Giant.
The robot
Mechagodzilla, yeah. We had Mechagodzilla. We had someone from Overwatch. We had Chun-Li from Street Fighter. There was loads of Easter eggs. So if you like nostalgia, 80s and 90s computer games, geek kind of stuff, it's good for that. So then we had there were a few other characters. The guy who played James Halliday, who was the guy who created the Oasis, was Mark Rylance. I thought he played the character well. Quite a thoughtful and timid character, wasn't he? There was a massive reference to The Shining as well. That was a bit massive Easter egg. That was quite a cool part. So why don't we talk a little bit then about kind of the different parts that you liked and the special effects and things like that. So your favourite part was The Shining Hotel. Why is that?
Because I don't know. I read Stephen King and I really like Stephen King. Also, I thought it was really cool that they did a massive thing on it, especially with all like the different scenes, like the ones with the twin girls like saying "Come play with us," and like the weird Granny in the bathroom trying to stab him, and like all the blood everywhere. I just thought it was really cool.
So you haven't seen The Shining or read the book?
No, I need to read the book.
Do you think you'll read the book? Yeah, okay. So that was a big reference to The Shining in there. What other bits did you like? Were there any other bits that really stood out to you that you really enjoyed?
I liked it when the girl was on the motorcycle and she was beating everyone.
Yeah. So Sam's avatar was definitely beating everyone at this race. And
I liked it when there was Chucky as well.
Oh yeah. They had a Chucky in there that they threw out and killed a load of people. I liked the final battle. I thought that was quite good. It was quite tense and it flipped between them trying to get to this last key and Samantha's character had been captured by this point. So the bad guys are basically trying to find her. She's managed to escape, but they're trying to find her and stuff. So that was quite a good tension between the two, I thought.
What was your favourite part?
I liked the Shining bit. I think that the final battle for me was good because it had that tension and that build-up. But my favourite things were all of the nostalgia, I think. All of the different... there's so much nostalgia. It's crazy. Yeah. So I really liked that. What did you think of the special effects? Obviously, a lot of it was virtual reality, like we were watching it, but they were in VR.
I thought it was really good. It looked really, it looked like something that you would have in VR. If someone made the Oasis, it would be believable.
Yeah.
I could imagine it those different games, those different people as their favourite characters from comics or movies or whatever. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's when he was going on this date. He was picking what he was going to wear, and he was going to dress like his favourite character, wasn't he? And stuff like that. So yeah, you could create anybody. If you were in the Oasis, what would your avatar be?
I don't know. Not a human, because that would be boring.
Okay.
Probably I don't know, an alien or something, or a character from Marvel, DC, anything like that, really.
Okay, interesting.
Who would you have?
I don't know. I think I would go something larger than life. Yeah, something. Or I think I would go kind of like Kung Fu stealthy ninja style. The guy. Some of their friends were like those ninjas. I think that's.
Or an anime character would be quite cool.
Anime character would be cool. Yeah. I'd maybe go with someone from Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero, freeze people. So the visual effects were good.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg is the director of this, and I think he definitely did a good job directing the live action and the visual, the VR kind of side of things. Music. What did you think of the music?
I don't really remember. It was mostly 80s, wasn't it?
There's a lot of 80s tunes, a bit of nostalgia, which we like, yeah.
I can't really remember any of the music, really.
I think there was some tunes, there was some battle tunes and stuff. And
it was mostly game stuff.
Yeah, lots of game stuff. A lot of throwbacks to the Atari and things like that, which I enjoyed. And actually the final, what was quite interesting, or what I quite liked is, obviously the film is full of Easter eggs, and the end of the film, the final key he has to get is the first ever Easter egg in an Atari game called Dungeon, which is famous because it was the first ever Easter egg in a game, and that's kind of tied in. I quite like that history and that nostalgia kind of thing. Cool. Do you have a few random facts about the film?
Okay, so in an interview, Steven Spielberg said that this was his third most difficult movie he made in his career, behind Jaws and Saving Private Ryan.
So, you've seen Jaws?
No, I found it boring.
Okay, you found yours boring. And I'm assuming you haven't watched Saving Private Ryan?
I don't know what that is even.
So it's a war film, that might be one worth watching. It's a good film. So it's the third most difficult film. Now bear in mind that he also directed Jurassic Park. That just tells you. It'd be interesting to find out why. But yeah, okay.
Parzival's, which is Wade Wilson's avatar's name, belt in the Oasis has the Thundercats logo on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, during the racing sequence when King Kong appears, the theme from the original 1933 film composed by Max Steiner is played.
That's quite cool. So they've got little throwbacks in there. I quite like that.
When Eugen Morrow arrives, he claims that he flew in on a magic sleigh. In the book, Morrow was described as resembling Santa Claus.
So that's another Easter egg to the book. Do you think you'll read the book?
Definitely.
Okay.
And that's about it, really.
Cool. Wow.
Oh wait, Boba Fett was at the bar when the dance number is done.
Okay, I didn't see Boba Fett actually.
I saw Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Not Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see Boba Fett. So Ready Player One. It's out on Amazon Prime, which is what we watched it on. It's also obviously on DVD and things like that. Are we rating it?
Yeah.
Yeah? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. So, do you want to go first?
Why I really liked it.
Why is it thumbs up?
Because it's really good, and it's really good for like people who are really geeky and into like games and stuff, and I'm one of those people. So I really enjoyed it, and seeing all the Easter eggs and stuff, and just like the gaming aspect of it. Like I want virtual reality, and it would just be really fun to like go in and do stuff like that.
Maybe one day we'll get virtual reality and you guys can play your Five Nights at Freddy's VR with all your jump scares. I gave it a thumbs up because I think it's a good film. I would say it's an 8 out of 10. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's got a good story, it's engaging. It's quite long, but I didn't feel like it didn't feel long. Like tension built well, and I think it had nice character development. I liked the story arcs of the characters because to begin with, Wade wasn't really. His aim was to get rich. It wasn't really to change things.
Like Sam's was her aim was to change like the way the world was. Yeah.
So and over the course you see Wade kind of grow into that, which I thought was nice. So yeah, for me it's a good film. I wouldn't say it's like watched it before you die, but I would say it's worth watching. Like it's a good fun family film as well. I think it's a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a few little swear words in there, but nothing.
I don't think it would be a family film though, because I was like. Chucky and stuff.
Yeah, but
and
not
The Shining.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, so maybe older family film, but yeah, you're right. The Shining bit's all a bit gruesome, isn't it? For little kids, it might scare them. Like your little sisters probably would.
Don't like it.
Your little sisters, no. So yeah, there you have it. 2 thumbs up from us, which I think is the second film that's got 2 thumbs up, or third. Maybe Armageddon got 2 thumbs up as well.
No, I put it as a middle one.
So Armageddon, yeah. So I think it's our second film with 2 thumbs up. Next week we will be looking at whichever film I decide to pick. So hopefully we'll catch you there. Check out Dadcast on all the socials. What's the app?
I don't know.
At Dadcast WTMD. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. Check out our pages. Obviously you can support on Patreon as well. And thank you for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate your support. Until next time.